Sweden. So,
Oh,
yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah. That was beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Shout out to you. Shit. Sanibonani molweni Itumeleng, you have Shani, it's your boy. Matter of fact, it's not your boy. Like Jan Milk Supply, already know. And I'm in there to my homie, DJ Iago. DJ Iago, mnanjam. Easy. How was your weekend?
Dope.
Nice. Dope. Can't wait to hear all about it. Namhlanje, I've got the one and the only Sintu Ndzube in the house, in the shack. Can I get a pop? Welcome, my sister.
Sure.
Enkos.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for making time. Ukwazi ba uzofika in the shack.
Yeah.
Describe what you are seeing right now for people that don't know. Like the space.
The shack.
Yeah.
It's the shack. It's the shack. What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
It's the hood life.
Yeah.
It's the funk life. But it's cool. It's dope. I'm loving the vibe. It's chilled. Happiness.
Shout out.
And I feel welcome, eh? Yeah. I feel like I'm with
Shout
my
out.
brothers, eh?
Yeah.
And Lahlekanga show.
Awulahlekanga tu. Welcome to.
Pleasure.
Ngicela nje amazwi nje ambalwa uzazise uba ngubani. Thini into? Ngumni.
Sintu Ndzube. Originally born and bred in East London. Ndazalwa eMdantsane ke phupho kuzalwa kwa. Nanto ndazalwa eMdantsane mara ndakhulela ke eCove Rock ke ezifama
Ntombi asezifama madoda.
Kodwa ke when I talk home ngabazali ndingowaseQonce because siyazilanda.
Yeah.
Siyazilanda. So niwaseQonce eBulembu nakwilali zaseSigodlo. Tata ngowasebulembu umama ngowasesigodlo ndizalwa ngusithathu tata wami ngusithathu ndingoma sithathu ke mina kumachisana undebe ukhophoyi
Ukhopho ukuthi
ndizalwa ngomnqahwane ke esigodlo ngenxa yemfundo ke looking for finding myself and finding myself in this, what can I say, getting myself into the space that I feel I belong in.
Yeah.
Ndawela ke ndazocela uhlala eJozi ndacela ukufunda eNational School of Arts because ke yabonakala ndisemncinci that I'm a musician.
Yeah.
Like, I loved music. I just liked playing on pianos. I would even play on brick walls and pretending like I'm playing the piano and stuff
crazy.
like that. And my father would always catch me. Coincidentally, my father would always catch me doing this. And he was like, no, secretly to my mom, masimthengele keyboard sibone ukuthi ivibe yakhe.
Yeah.
By then I was like 7 years old. Yeah, well, they bought me a keyboard and yeah, I loved it. And then one thing led to another. They took me to George Randall Primary School where I started taking piano lessons with a teacher called Mrs. Cleanhands. She taught me at 9, when I was 9. I started taking my first piano lessons. I ke ndakhula nabo umculo ngidlala piano, classical piano, to be specific. That's where my root is, classical music. Yeah, ngadlala ke ama Eisteddfords, nanani, always involved in choirs as well. Music was basically my life. And nakhona ne influence ka mama because mama was a chorister. My parents are not musicians, but they are music lovers. So my mom was a chorister emsebenzini, and her choir would always come to our home, and I'd always go and watch them perform. So for me, that was the influence, I guess, to the line that I'm following. Then later on in high school, in the National School of Arts. That is where now I got introduced to. This is how it happened. I auditioned for piano.
Yes.
NSA.
Yes.
So
National School of the Arts.
Braamfontein.
Yes.
Yes. So I auditioned for classical piano, well prepared and everything. But girls, Tata, we are very happy with your performance. But to be in the school, you must have 2 instruments. Nine now one.
Yeah,
So but we can't take you if you don't have another instrument.
that's crazy.
That time I had passed grade 10 going to grade 11
Yes.
in my school in East London. So but girl, to be here you have to have 2 instruments and you are behind with your theory. So they were like you have to repeat grade 10. And on top of that, you have to choose another instrument.
Yes.
My father was very unhappy. Very unhappy. But I was too happy to hear ukuthi I'm accepted on condition that but on condition that we are giving you a chance to choose an instrument, a second instrument. But thathi paper like so. But they gave me a list. Like literally, I've just played my piano solo and bathi siyakuthatha mara choose because you can't have one.
Yeah.
Hey, nasi violin. Hey, nasi vocalist. Hey, voice. Hey, but the saxophone. Kenny G. Dark and down. One saxophone. Hey, the Kenny G, but unconscious.
Yeah.
They don't like the saxophone. Hey, bangi jonga. But the response was like there was a moment of silence. But are you sure? Because back then, my body, I was thinner than what I am now.
Yeah.
I was skinny, and like ninja. And gogo girl uthi ufuna udlala isaxophone abo teacher bathi naku umuntu uzawufa. Naku umuntu uzawufa sikhona. So like okay, no, I'm sure. Are you sure? I'm sure. Have you ever seen the saxophone? No. Have you ever played it? No. But, okay. Saxophone it is.
That's
but,
crazy.
okay.
You were brave.
But uyaphinda grade 10. Daddy when you okay, sharp. But I'm telling you, even though my father was unhappy, it was my decision.
Yeah.
Because I was very unhappy where I was at the school.
Yeah.
But when I went to NSA, I felt like a person.
I
flourished, yazini. I was noticed, I flourished. You know everybody wants to be noticed.
Yeah.
I was semi-famous, like I was in my space and I was noticed, I was flourishing and my music pasa like I was that example in class that everybody hated.
Yeah.
She's new.
Yeah.
But yet you were that thing. And then other students were like, this girl. Why is she here to begin with? So yeah, that's how it started, and here I am today with saxophone. It happened because when I went to varsity now, and this was grade 10.
Yes.
So when I went to varsity, I changed instruments
Yes.
to University of Pretoria, and that in major saxophone, second instrument piano,
Yeah.
and here I am.
So Sintu has been like interviews in so many different platforms like Metro FM, like Power FM. So this is not like any of those interviews. This is in the shack. Anything goes, but like we just want to know. We just want to get to know you as Umtu and as an artist, and we want to promote you because the first time that I saw you, it was at Africa UMOJA. We were rehearsing together, and I'm not sure if you are a triple threat because I know to be there you have to sing, dance, and act maybe. Or what was your role when there? Like, did you just play an instrument only, or like ungene njani? Yeah. Because that's how I know you. As a matter of fact, before you answer that, I hope I'm keep it cool. I was so blown away the first time I saw you play. Hence, I've kept like your contacts. Maybe even if I lost them, and then I followed you on Facebook, and I always kept in like I was always watching, and I've seen all the things you've done, and like I was blown away the first time that I saw you play, to be quite honest, and I knew one day I would like to have you like on my music or show or whatever, and for the fact that it's happening today, that you're here on my show, thank you, first of all.
Thank you.
And then you can proceed and then answer the question.
What was the question again? Oh, UMOJA, ne?
Yes.
UMOJA, ne? That's very well. Okay, so 2012 I graduated at varsity. So here I am, because I'm a Joburger. Because I was in Pretoria when I graduated, University of Pretoria. So I'm like, I'm going back to Joburg. Like, Pretoria is not my place. So I come back. And my first thought was like, let me go and approach UMOJA, seeking for performance gap. Because I initially, in my heart, deep down in my heart, I'm a performer. I feel like I belong on stage. I feel I have things to say on stage, and I feel like I may not be the greatest under the sun, but I speak to a few. You understand? And because I have that belief, I was like, I'm going to pursue performance. Nobody said fundile.
Yeah.
So here I am, coming back to Joburg, seeking for a performance opportunity. I get there. Hi, ma'am. I'm a saxophonist. I'm a musician. But because this is a theater production, I have interest in theater as well. I love theater. But I want to be a musician in theater. At Mama Corner, Mom Todd, she was the one auditioning me. She said, no, yes, here siya gida, siya actor, siya cula, siya dance. I call dance. And I'm like, no, but I'd like to be in the band. Because I went there with the purpose of being in the
band, yeah.
Because I know I'm a hopeless dancer. I've got 2 left feet. And I made peace with that. And so I said, listen, this is not my calling.
This is not you.
But I want to be in that band. And I love theater. So life led me to UMOJA. And they opened the doors. I went in. I told Mom, Mom Todd, okay, let's audition you.
Mom Todd Twala.
Todd Twala. Mom Tembi was not there at the time. Well, when I was she was not actor. She's the actress. Mkabayi.
Serious?
Yeah. So they are the owners of UMOJA. Ne? So here I am. I audition again with Mom Todd. Wathi dlala saxophone. Ndayidlala. Wathi khawugide. Wangibonisa ukhala ntombi endle. Imagine the audition azange ndagida okondaphila. Wathi amandigide ukhala ntombi endle. Andikwazi noxhenza chomi yenye nale.
Ona UMOJA benkulu.
Hey, khala ntombi endle. Guys, I promise you, for her to say I must come back, I think it was.
You were shocked, you know.
Because.
But sorry to cut you, ne? I think it was the music, how you played. It didn't matter whether you could sing. Yeah.
I played. She was like, okay, no comment, and then that guitar, no comment, and then, but she was like. Izamntana for ama rehearsal ngoba amantombazana la ecustom siyagida thina siyajiva siyathini so now ngafunda ke ngoku yabo. I'm like, okay, now ngizobuya. I kept coming for rehearsal. Hey, 1 month, 2 months. Hey, angibambi and I'm the weakest link. I'm like, yeah.
To your foot.
I'm the weakest link. Hey, bangagida hayibo sibangafundisa hayibo. Luckily at that time the ladies that were training us were not vulgar.
Yeah.
So, because me I'm a soft person, mina bengizokugoduka ngikhala every day if bengithukwa njalo. Bangithuka. But luckily the girls at the time were gentle. I was fundisa. I no. Until after 3 months, that's where we met. That's a song.
Yeah.
Until after 3 months, I'm like, this is too long.
So
I lost patience with myself. I lost patience with everything. I lost patience.
I make music. What the fuck are you asking? Of course.
Hey.
No, so here's the thing. So, Mama said, if you can talk, you can
sing.
Yeah. So you just need to find your own tune. Ungapimbi sabantu, ungapimbi now, but your voice.
But strangely, let me tell you. So in the training, I'm the weakest link. So, Mom Tembi, for some reason, had faith in me, hidden faith, because she would come every now and again. Look at hi, kakhona ukithana ngivela vele ngiyazazi angikhona.
Yeah.
Ngicule, we need confidence. So it's not you can't sing, but you need confidence. Okay. And I'm like, girl, I just came here for the band.
For the band. All I ever wanted is to
All
be
I
on the
just
band.
want
Yeah.
is to be yonke leyo demand
saxophone.
ayifuni mi. So ngizama basijima bawuphuma mthembu. Andithi mina athi ngizokustretcha. Wena uzokhona uzozukhona. Uyabona? Danyabaza manje nga. Andithi mina athi ngiyabaza manje nga. Until I felt in a way I let her down the day I quit. I went to her personally because I felt like between her and Mamtod, she had better faith in me than this one.
And high hopes.
And higher hopes, she believed in my existence. Plus show, nobody better in his team. Even as a singer, she
Some way or somehow, melube
like, you understand? And the day I remember I watched the show, and then after I watched the show, it was at night, one night, and then I went to her personally after the show. At Ma, I can't. And it's because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I expect. What umam team? I respect your decision. Yes, ma'am. Should you change your mind? Call me. I cut number. I respected that. You understand? No matter what she saw, no. It was me who let her down and said, look, no.
Even though you had your own reason.
And didn't see we going down phone yakho ndihlalwa kule nonsense kuye yabo ngoku mani every night mina ngiyakhala cause mina angikhoni you are angikhoni bonke abanye bayakwazi yimi lo I'm a failure mos every morning I'm like I have to go there. I left. About 2 months later ngafonelwa ichomi yami uGrace athi uGrace Chomi ngidlala kwenye production bathi 1 square mile ilidwa nguMavuso director nguMESHACK MAVUSO who was Javas ku Javas ku yizo yes that the audition again. Now I'm trying again after the first letdown. Luckily MAVUSO this time is allowing me to now play the saxophone. Joga ungambuza MESHACK namhlanje. Or ndithi ubaba MESHACK shem. Ubaba MESHACK yazini when I walked through that gate he was like, "Oh God. What's this now?"
Was he disappointed at what he was seeing?
Look, internally. He felt the way UMOJA felt ukuthi umntana nje into lezazoyenza. As I said, my image, I'm skinny, I'm tiny, ngithi mina ngidlala saxophone. That's all I have out of my mouth. But physique, I'm not what people are expecting. So because of my physical appearance at the time, I'm a disappointment. They don't trust what I came here to do. They can say maybe uzozama, but lengithi mina ndizoyenza never ngayithembi.
I think the issue there was they wanted everyone to be like some sort of a triple threat. Like you must dance, sing, and like act at the same time.
I don't know.
Because if you remember,
how was your acting?
Bad.
If you remember, here's the thing. If you remember, we were taught guitar. All of us, like everyone, whether you were there, then you were taught to sing the songs. Whether you were there for jiva or whatnot,
you had to learn everything.
So in a way, the criteria would be on how you perform
All round.
Yeah, but I feel as a musician, they expected a guy. They expected a guy who's gonna come, because if it was a skinny guy walking through that gate, they would have given him the benefit of a doubt. He's a guy, he plays saxophone. But it's a skinny black girl who's walking in there, usindwa nale case le saxophone. Nale sengifuna uncedo nokubamba nale case le. It's like what is she gonna do?
I don't want us to dwell like too
My
much.
audition there, bro. Wait.
Yeah.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
My audition there was the whole show from the top
To the bottom.
Dadlala show yonke. Wathi MAVUSO ubuye kusasa. And then I was like, thank you, I'm accepted, Dante.
Yeah.
Ndayenza lilo show leyo. What I did to that show.
It's probably the show was like, "Ubani manje?"
And I said earlier on, when we performed that show in any theater, UMOJA cast members would be there. So everyone who let me down there saw
Siyabona
what
manje,
I was carrying.
legolide lelani,
Ngala
le-diamond
show-
abayilahlile.
Yes. So that's what happened. So I feel like, as I sit here, that's why I cut you short, because I'm getting to a point to go, I thank that man, Ubaba MESHACK, for saying, with his doubts, with his question marks, with his everything, what? Okay, let me take
Let me
the
see.
chance.
Let me see.
Man, dingamxoshi, dingekaboni.
Yeah.
And
Awuthi kusepentini.
kanti he almost chased away umuntu
Ikoliti.
oyena muntu bekamdinga. You understand?
If
So
you-
yes.
If you ask me, but Dynamite comes in small packages.
Wena,
She was once a small package,
uyacoacha uri wena.
and
I
right
understand.
now she's a big deal. If you ask me, she has worked as a performer, and she has had the privilege to work with well-known artists as Jeff Maduleke, Dorothy Masuka, Abigail Kubeka, Tunukwe, Slick Angel, Blondie Makene, African Spear, MXO, SIMPHIWE Dana, Bushem Da from the Soil, Vicky Sampson, JOENINA, just to mention a few. So we normally don't read amabhayo abantu because we just want to have normal conversations, singabi too formal. But you can just hear ukuthi it's not just a smallanyana person kungamjaja ngokumbheka. Mina ngambona mina ntwana yami eshaya into zakhona. But anyway, I'm more interested in SIMPHIWE Dana kakhulu. Yeah. How did you get the plug to work with her, and how's the entire experience?
How I got to SIMPHIWE Dana, okay. It goes back to, I don't remember the year, it's been years now.
Yes.
When I got hired by Austebsa. Tebucho, oh sorry, I
Tips
forgot.
are from
It bassist got WHP,
Okay,
that
yeah,
lady
yeah.
with dreads.
Lo matresi lo.
Yeah,
lo
Sedubet.
ngathi- oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing, if I'm incorrect with the pronunciation of her surname.
yes. Thank you.
But her on her own, she has been another blessing sent by God empilweni yami. I appreciate that lady, how she had faith in not only my talent, but the band at large.
Yes.
Because she now took us, almost I can say adopted us as her female band.
Okay.
Because she's got contacts in the big platforms, because Anditiwa WHP and all of that. So she's got access to those things, big things. So I can't remember how far back, but the furthest I can remember go out steps is Feathers Awards 2018 or 17, where she called us. We started this female band, or she started it and called us, and then sahlanganisa. So she would call us now for every gig that she gets.
Yeah.
So we've done Feathers Awards, Beamer Awards, other gigs that are what do you call this? Corporate gigs, etc., etc.
And-
Ziningi, I can't recall all of them now.
Yeah.
Did you get the
Ziningi.
honor
But
to play for
uSimphiwe Dana came now through her. Ukuthi, okay, Simphiwe Dana and Utiti Luzipo, who works together with Simphiwe Dana, they want a female band because it was August. You know these months where
Yeah, month of
females are
women, yeah.
promoted. So ke bathi ke ngoku igigi kaSimphiwe Dana. Right? We came through and we worked with her. It was a pleasant gig. It was
Experience.
lovely. It was a memorable experience. Like all the others, basically. I mean, when you work with these artists, you get to learn. Not only Simphiwe Dana, through Ibima, we got to work with Abo, Sis Brenda Mtambo,
Yeah.
Abo, big artists.
Yeah.
I can't mention all of them now because abafike engqondweni.
Baninzi.
Baninzi,
Baninzi to a point,
but Vicky Sampson, I gave a solo on her. African Dream. For me, that was a memorable moment because it's
Yeah.
a big song.
That's
And for at Bima Awards to be given the opportunity to solo on African Dream with her singing it. Yes, like it was a moment for me, a historical moment for my career.
Yeah.
To say Gucci,
That's a big song.
what a big song, and for me to be soloing on it with the actual artist singing it was a big moment for me. Same with Lira. Lira was this year. I soloed with Lira on Feel. Was it? No,
Good,
it was not Feel Good.
yeah.
It was another song by Lira, but she was singing it at not Bima Awards though, at a tribute concert kaMam Abigail.
Yeah.
Nakhona lapho ngumam uStebza who
Yes.
got us there.
So you kept the contact, yeah.
We are her girls.
Wow,
We
that's
are
dope.
her team, and we love her
Yeah.
because really she's done so much for us as
she's still-
females, and she's still pushing for us and with us. You know? So we've got her back, she's got ours. But through her, I can't not mention her, you understand?
Yeah.
Because she's played a big role and
has
she's
to,
put
it
us
has
on
to.
big platforms,
has
you
to.
understand?
Yeah.
So she's another person that I really thank.
Udlale
And
indima yakhe,
udlalile
and
indima
usayidlala.
yakhe and usayidlala
Angeke
kakayeki,
uhlale
yabo.
ungamphambiseli Sandy, mama, hey.
I'd be ungrateful
Hey,
and
like
God
serious.
would
Such an
punish me.
opportunity
Shout out
ukuthi
to our
ne-platform ukuthi umbonge and akwenzi
Ngimbonge,
lokho.
zange
Yeah.
ndambonga. I always thank her after a gig. And then go to, you know what I mean? But yeah, as I thanked Babu MAVUSO, as I thanked even though my experience with UMOJA was not as 100% at the beginning,
Yeah.
but
Oh, you went
I
back?
still thank them because in 2018 they called me.
Yeah.
How many years later?
Yeah.
To say they need a saxophonist for me to tour with them to America. I went. So years later, now they recognized me as a saxophonist,
remember
and
the name.
they remembered me from back then.
They remember the name, the
That
skinny
girl.
girl. That's why.
Funny enough, you mentioned that. I was thinking about like yesterday, with like sometimes the first impression,
Important,
yeah, count.
It lasts.
Important.
You know, I had an interview with a guy that I had to work for. He viewed me like on January and hired me the next January next year. After we like
So
the whole year
costly.
asikhulumi.
So costly.
Yeah.
So whether the experience was sour or great the first time, but you never know. Maybe you left an impression on someone. And then at a later stage, it was 2012 when I experienced UMOJA. They called me in 2018 to say, we have a tour, Siakding.
Yeah.
Whatever circumstances led them to calling me.
Lucky you, bro. I
Ekugqibeleni.
never toured on that shit.
They called, and I had my first tour in my life in America. So I saw the States through them. So it doesn't matter how sour or how great the
Yeah.
experience is. What matters is at the end of the day, they got me somewhere.
Yeah.
They were a stepping stone to whatever level.
Yeah.
And so was 1 Square Mile, because now I know Bob MESHACK, and I know that when he
Big shout out
knows
to Bob
something,
MESHACK, Bafis.
you understand. And I know now big fishes. I've played in big stages. Our Stebza has gotten me to stages. I've worked with KB through her.
So, speaking of big stages, she has performed at Barking Morning Live, SABC 2, SABC 1, Imizwilili, the Bantu Hour, Afro Cafe, and a whole number of awards. She has also had the experience to perform at international stages such as Peru, Sri Lanka, Qatar, Doha. If you ask me, in DC, in USA, lucky you, bro. Like, we were in the same camp, and I never got like a call
opportunity.
back. Since Sangala, I think we Sangala around the same time.
You were right after me.
Yeah, then I never got back to it. So now we are here. Sesidlulile lapho. I saw your video with DJ Lamiz, Holworthy. I want to know, like, how did you get that gig? What was happening? Because that was beautiful in terms of how you guys played, one. And then two, like like what's the vibe? Are you guys like Nikreli? Are you still working together? I just asked you 3 questions in one. So yeah, take it away.
Do you want the truth?
Yeah, I do. I want nothing but the truth.
I don't want to tell the truth.
Just tell
That's
me.
what we're looking for.
It's a seka, it's noma yini.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna share them.
The truth. But it's being recorded. This truth. Okay.
It's not being recorded. It's
fine.
a media mic.
Okay, fine. The truth
Look
behind
at
that situation. There's as long as in that you've mentioned now,
Yes.
it's via different contacts.
Yes.
People who now know me and then bahlangana no opportunity, but Sintu. Hey,
Yes.
Sintu would be good for this by phone.
Yes.
And then I go. And I'm a reliable person. You call me, I'm there. Okay. I won't let you down. If I have an agreement with you, I have an agreement with you. Hence I'm here.
Yes.
Hence I'm here. You
Yes.
understand? So all of those gigs came through that via different people. Yabon? I'm afraid I can't mention all the names, but kunjalo. Okay, fine. Lamise. A friend of mine who works at SABC, who called me years ago to do Umzansi.
Mzansi Magic.
Not Umzansi Magic, Umzansi Ndon le bendibhale up.
Mzansi Insider.
Mzansi Insider.
Yes.
So Mzansi Insider was my first encounter with that guy. It sends a piano in a album. So I played for that video. But we were doing the thing for the episode. We were doing the episode. So he needed me for the episode. He saw me. It was not Orbit at the time, but at Bramfontein. I played there. He was, don't know, the barman or helping there or whatever. Then what? I need your numbers, right? And then what? Okay, we will hook up. Damniki number yake, okay, sharp. Sengkhohliwe one phone. What? Hey, I do amapiano, and I need a saxophone in it. So ndine interview kumzansi Insider. I'm like, okay, sharp. And even the Islander chum.
Yes.
Okay. See again, Mzansi Inside. I rehearsed this track. I rehearse. We go there. I see. Hey, it was a success. But record there, sikoduke. Kwathula. For the longest time, yeah, very episode ndayibona vele. Kwathula. Ndazibona now, and I was like, hey, yadlula. Fine. Then a guy years later, hey, do you still remember me? I'm like, yo. Luckily, I remembered him because I had saved him on my phone.
Yes.
No, I remember you, sure. How are you? No, it's great. I need you for something. What's happening? I'm having an interview at Morning Live.
Morning Live, yes.
Same guy from Zanzi Inside. Who
Morning
the
Live.
SABC and
So
he's
he's
the sound
yeah.
engineer who plugged.
Yeah.
So he trusts me now to, because I'm a flexible player.
Yeah.
I can fit myself instantly. So what? Must rehearse once, twice. Must see a Morning Live.
Yes.
Saya sadlala ingoma zakhe. Morning Live was a success. I got earlier on this year now. He calls again. Chomi, I have this vision. Vision. Hey, let's hear. No, I want us now to get. I see these DJs coming to Metro FM all the time, and I talk to them, and I'm thinking there's a gap for us.
Yes.
No. He plays.
Why does he sound Nigerian?
Trumpet. No, very South African.
Okay, let's continue.
And
yes.
he's not only now sings amapiano, he's also exploring the trumpet as a trumpet player. Why does he sound Nigerian?
Because of the accent you gave
Who are the
me.
friends?
Jim, on the Chije accent, I told me he's very much South African. Jim low. Anyway, no,
Yeah, you can continue,
he's
sorry.
within the borders.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. No, sharp, must rehearse. I rehearse. And then I go home. About a week or two later, I phone. No. Yes. A week or two later, here I am now. Mina saying him khohliwe ne vision yakhe.
Yeah.
Ndiziyele kwigig yami yomtshato wamandiya. Ngodlala khona. Ngiyadlalela amandiya, ngiyadlala. Yeah, ku happy, kumnandi. Here I am getting a call. Sure, Chomi, what's happening? Uphi? Melville, what's going on? I'm playing at a wedding. What's your problem? Ati, Sintu, after this, go to this place. See, it's in a gig. Cosmopolitan.
Yeah, Cosmo,
Maboneng.
yeah.
Cosmopolitan Maboneng. Okay, but now what's the gig? Ati, no, we are just playing. We're gonna just jam with the DJ. We're not DJ Lamis, no.
Yeah.
Okay, no, sharp. So he told us that it's a gig, definite gig with DJ Lamis.
Lamis, yeah.
Okay, sharp. My friend Paul, okay, who called me to Mzansi Insider, who called me to Morning Live, now says, Chomi, Masema Boneng, Sidlala no Lamis. Okay. Chomi, what time? I was biggest cat. Dial Cosmopolitan that night. Oh, to meet him there. Fast forward, came the night, we are at Cosmopolitan, we are gonna perform. Lamis arrives, ne? Then she starts playing her set. Okay, my friend starts playing the trumpet, and I'm like, I want to read this vibe. Because it's my first time there, and this whole situation.
Excuse me. Yeah.
So anfunuk pap. So I read the vibe. Adlali chom. So when I try to play with him, I start feeling like, okay, as instrumentalists, we are not really vibing.
Enough.
And we are not respecting each other in terms of playing.
Yeah.
Me and the friend.
Yes.
I start feeling like, okay, akafuna unginikeza space sokudlala, ufuna yena ukudlala njalo nje. Imagine amangidlala uyangigqomelela. So I step back. I sit down, I have my drink. Then comes one small moment where Lamis xa edlala uyajive.
Yeah.
I jive. Then she turns. I'm sitting down, I'm reading, and I'm watching him now.
Watching it, yeah.
No. Also
No,
my friend
the guy.
who's playing the trumpet.
Yes.
Trumpet.
Because I gave up playing with him. Okay, as players C2, Asivan. And he doesn't notice what I'm noticing. He believes all is well. And as a person who's experienced in this, I know how a horn section should go.
Yeah.
It's either sidlala songe or Panama chance.
Yeah.
So he's either or, he's neither nor.
Yeah.
You understand?
Ukude
Asidlali
gqithi.
sonke ukwelakhe icala.
Ukude gqithi.
Nami ndikwelami. And
Ukude gqithi.
siyaqala udlala sonke.
Yeah.
Okay, ndahlala phansi. Ndathi mandimnike 10 yakhe adlala. Goke kujayiveni kaLamis. Ajive, and then she turns around. And then her eyes land on me and my eyes land on her. That Ati, you want to jam? She turns around and she starts DJing. And after that communication, I stood up with my horn and I went to the microphone. I gave a track. No. And did no. Remember, got in set and Lamis. And not because I was there for Lamis. You understand? But because I read the situation and I'm like, order. So I'm like,
wait, did Lamis know to Dlala?
I don't think she knew.
That's why I'm boozing.
That's why I'm saying it was not. That's why I
Yeah.
feel like it was not an arranged gig.
Yeah.
It was a situation where ufikile knows
like
situation. That year and this would go to game and this would naye because as understand as players.
Yeah.
Down Jongo Lamis, one Jong that in look jam.
Sajongana.
Tell us it jam. What okay sharp. That good chom tell uthi nje didlalele track no Lamis. Wamekale nyani. Luckily wakhupha phone. That was not planned. He took out his phone and was like, I'm going to take a video of this one. And it wasn't planned. Just like you played your track while I was sitting here, I jammed. It was a situation like that. The next track, I was not like, play track 5 or play whatever, you know what I mean? The next track that came, Nike Bell. And naturally, we happened to gel in it. Hey, sajama. Naye wachazeka wangibheka nami bheka. Sajama sajive. Like we gelled naturally, nothing planned. It was not part of the plan. So I was jamming, she was playing, I was on the VIP on her table, so it worked out. And luckily our jam worked out and We gelled.
I used to
it
be
was
playing together.
it was a natural gel. Sagqibelana ngobo busuku.
Naqabelana ngobo
Ngobo busuku
busuku.
ndaphuma ndagoduka, waphuma wagoduka. And we never even spoke afterwards.
Yeah.
We never even spoke.
Cela ubuza ke ngoku, did you get paid for the gig?
It was no. We were I just jammed.
Jam nje.
I ended up jamming because I read the situation. Good la akuna payments la. There's no organized things. There's no
Awabuyela kugage ngiba mfethu kutheni ke ngoku.
I was look
Wacima
daphuma.
pha.
You know when you make peace with a situation usangena emnyango. You can read the situation. Na xa ungena kwi gig nje. You understand? Ungena kwi gig, ungena emnyango. There are gigs where you go in through the door and you're like, damn, I undercharged.
There was a gig.
Uthi, damn, I undercharged.
Yeah.
Uzisolo ukuthi, why did I charge this amount? Into enjalo. Uyangena emnyango you can hear from the way a person is talking to you ukuthi la it's either this is going to happen or this and that. So I went there with no expectations. I went there to just go with the flow, and I went with the flow. And for some reason, people saw it because I posted it. Okay. People, of course, I was gonna brag. Yeah, but it ended there. It ended there.
It was beautiful.
I don't think she even remembers me.
It doesn't matter. I'm sure she saw
Lama
it.
Zagama corner
I'm sure
before.
I'm sure
I hope
she
it
saw
done
it.
food.
It was a beautiful set. I checked it out.
The world checked it.
The world checked it out. Check it out on the social platforms. Lamis, check out Sintu Ndzube on her socials. You'll see where she plays with DJ Lamis Holworthy. Beautiful sets. I would never expect you to play house or anything close to that because I know you as a jazz artist in my own. Yeah, but I actually even listened to your project yesterday. Beautiful. The
River Deep Genesis.
The River Deep Genesis.
I there, chum. River Deep Genesis.
River Deep Genesis. Beautiful project. In Kumbuza legends. Ngizama ucinga amagama legends zami ze-jazz. But ke ayinangxaki. Masiqale ke ngokula project.
Okay.
Ize njani and how was the entire experience making that?
Okay. With what you just said, got Ikumuzama legends.
Yeah.
As young as I am, I have an old soul. I feel I was born much later than I should have.
I believe that, yeah.
And that shines through the music that I write, the music that I listen to. And my mates don't understand my taste
That means,
of music.
sorry, that means like, have you ever like been like in a situation you feel like, shit, mara bekumele kudala ngila or ngidlulile,
Sure, me?
yeah, but me. It's fine. Sorry, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in a situation you feel like, now I feel like I'm a generation yaboshaka namapeshu.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why in my music journey, I've been always in a space of amakehla.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
I've never been taught by a youngster. I've always been taught by older people.
Yes.
Sendidlulile nakuthi tata ukhaya mahlangu.
Yes.
Sendidlulile ku tata a lot of them. I've been in the presence of tata Stompie manana.
Yes.
I've been in the presence of Babu Blondi Maken. Apho senze ingoma yam. So God somehow brings me in a space of otata badala. And I don't know why, but as I would translate it as God is just bringing me into the space of wisdom.
Yes.
Wisdom, knowledge, because when I'm in the space of otata badala, they see me as their daughter. And they want to nourish and protect this person that has landed into their space. Sendikhuluma ke ngokotata ukhaya mahlangu, tata uBlondi Makhene, tata uStompie manana, bonke abadala abadala. Unfortunately, uBaba uHugh Masekela never lived long enough for me to come into his. But I believe if he had lived enough, I would have. I enjoy those people's music. Yes. I listen to them. And
for me personally,
sometimes I judge myself as young as I am. Good. yo, ndimamela you.
Yeah.
You, ndimamela ukhaya.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm like,
I think
why would I listen to such? I enjoy the sounds of Marabi. I enjoy the sounds of African music. Nanan. Oh, Babu Sipo Gumede. When my father realized that I loved music and he loved African jazz, so he would always play Sipo Gumede. That was his contribution to my talent. Esitian Kutaza, you understand? Because he was not a musician.
yes.
But encouraging me as my father, okay, I understand where you are, and I love it, and I support it. When I listen to Babu Sipho Gumede, I think of my father. But that's where my root is. So even now, as a player, my most comfortable space is African jazz. Because it takes me to my childhood with my father, to the fathers that I met in my playing journey, and all of these things. Like,
But
or
Even,
to make you laugh. Brajo.
Yeah.
Brajo Nina. Ne?
Yeah.
Okay, I got the privilege through meeting. Yes. I met him through Umkulu, so I got to play with lots of big artists under not in Kosi African Spear.
Yes.
We got to play with Peter Mukwena, all the oldies, and I really, really enjoyed playing in their sets. Atu Brajo, Mangdal Ati, ulikhehla sound yakho une sound yekhehla. Ungugogosi, undibiza gogosi.
Yabona, this is going to be the most difficult top 5 ever.
Top 5, what do you mean?
Those who know. So, you are dropping so many names. Yabo. Give me your top 5 musicians,
Hi. I can't.
dead or alive, of all time.
The sets that I enjoyed.
Give me your top 5 musicians, dead or alive, of all time. International or local.
That I enjoyed playing with.
That you know, that you listen to, that you love, whatever. But your top 5 musicians, dead or alive, international or local, doesn't
Okay.
matter which genre.
Okay, I listened to.
nabodlale nabo.
It doesn't, no, asingam limit it off.
Asingam limit.
Yeah.
We should know,
Let's make it when it's about projects that you listen to,
Okay.
that inspire you, that you
that
want to
inspire
listen
me.
to. Yeah.
That make me want to work hard. I listened to Bab Hugh Masekela. I know.
Prayu Masigela.
Babu Hugh, strangely, I love his music. I listened to Babu Kaya, not only because I know him personally,
Yeah.
and he taught me and he passed on. You know, I'll always be thankful to him, even though our time was short and limited.
R.I.P. to him,
Due
man.
to circumstances.
Yeah.
But I thank him as well for his contribution to what I have. And then I listened to him. I listened to Kirk Whalum. I love his soul. Kirk Whalum.
Kirk
Whalum. He's
Kirk
an international.
Whalum is an international.
I listened to Gerald Albright. I love cool
Gerald
jazz.
Albright, cool jazz.
Yes, I love cool jazz. I listen to Gerald Albright. And then I like Babu Jonas Kwangwa as well.
Jonas Kwangwa is a dope one, yeah.
Yes. Those are the 5 that I would say. Oh, but I love Tani Somazwai. Sorry.
I also love
Top
Tony
6.
Somazwai. So is Galuk.
Usisithandi Somazwai.
in.
Ngicela umfake top 6. Ngicela uthi le 5 yakho sithi 6 nyana noba yi5 and a half. Hayi sincengise ngincengise usisithandiso. I love her.
There's one person that I forgot to mention. Uzonke.
I've never worked with her.
You've never worked with Zonke?
Never met her.
For some odd reason, I see you working with Uzonke.
Maybe it's coming, Choba. I receive.
Yes, essentially. So tell me, Chomi.
I don't think I answered your question, though. There's a question that you asked and I didn't answer.
I think you answered it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you
hope
answered it. Nam naenda wale balai, but I think you answered it. Sabuyela paku archives. Hey, block question qala, siqiniseke.
Kuti, your music, what happened in Tenjalo?
Yes, you're actually very right.
That's the question I named, and that.
So kaloka kanguthi ibi
intro to where I was going.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm going to buza question and that was landed. Yeah, so it's fine. We can go to that. It was your project.
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, my project yaqala ngokuthi ngahlangana no I met a common brand, a lady called Common Brand.
Common
Brand owned in 2013, 2012. I own a company, a record company, no Sly Loselot. Yes, it was called Silota Records. Yes, so Common Brand we met in 2013. Sisithi ke ngoku, let's try this. Write songs, write music, because she was friends with my uncle.
Yes.
So my uncle was like, I know someone. Let's see.
So you come from a musical background?
No, they're not. They have contacts. I'm the only musician at home.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
But not anymore now. Like younger now ones from me.
Yeah.
But I'm the eldest to say I was the first one to start this journey.
Yeah.
Okay. Then my uncle was like, I know someone. I want to tell me no Carmen mhlambi ngakuhlanganisa. Sahlangana no Carmen nyani. Carmen kanti, she's a co-owner of a music company.
Music production or label.
Yeah, label.
Yes.
Isilota Records, no Sly Silota. But okay.
Don't check my phone, please.
Wait,
but okay. Let's see what we can do with you. Let's create something. You play saxophone, you're a lady, that's a unique thing on its own. So, write music. I went to my keyboard, I write, and I'm a pianist by
scale.
Yeah. So I go to my keyboard, I write, I play chords first, I play the chord progression. So I play the chord progression that I'm hearing in my head and I get it right. Then on top of that, I sing now what I want as my melody on my saxophone. I'm not going to sing this melody, it's a saxophone.
Yeah.
Then after that, I add solo, done. That's a song, finished. That's how I write my music. I start on keys. Figure out chord progression, then sing the melody in my head. So I came out with about 13 tracks. Kusutwa, Bali album from Silota Records. Okay, we tried to push that. I wrote my songs, River Deep Genesis being one of them.
That was a beautiful
Every song that I've ever written, I wrote in that year. Bala release.
Yeah.
Ndabhala 13 yonke. Fine.
How many were released?
None. Journey yam neSilota Records yaphela endleleni yaphela. Then years later, now I'm sitting with 13 songs as in that direction. Ndahlangana nomkhulu Blondie African Freedom Station. You know, we jam there, siyahlangana nama musicians kube mnandi. Ndahlangana noBaba Blondie khona. Ndandlala pha at that time. So ke ngoku Blondie was like, from hearing what you're playing, come to my studio. Let's see what we can do. So here I am, like reluctant because first time trial failed. And I won't blame the people. We all tried, but I can't blame the people because it's a trial and error journey. You understand? And then we can't blame each other. Even now, but they still follow me.
Yeah.
There's no one that I left ndilwile naye. No, it's just that sizamile and things didn't come together. So we were old enough to say, let's call it quits.
You are still out here, Bafethu, chilling with your boy, Milk Supply. In fact, it's not your boy, like Jan, and I'm there to again. Pete Njayamu, DJ Iaku, Bully Deep, special guest for Fandahi, Siswami, Mkayawam. Sibuya sonke eqonce. Yeah, Bafethu, check us out to Sintu Ndzube. It's actually her song that's playing on the background. It's one of her songs. So keep your phone, follow my chance behind the scenes. Terry Clover, if you phone access on Jayam, yes, phone you keep it lately. So let's keep on my phone, my chance. See, subscribe in the shack. Sintu Ndzube is in the house. Inkosi Yamanzi, River Deep Genesis is the song that's playing right now. Cheers, thank you for
This
pulling
one
up.
was produced by Mkhulu Blondi, my K.
Mkhulu Blondi.
Yes,
Shout
I
out.
have to mention that. Kuti, my journey with him produced River Deep Genesis. We got it to life. What you're hearing is the work that we put together. And then we part ways after that.
Yeah,
I'm yet to pursue
yeah.
the rest of the journey. Nothing is lost.
Facts.
I'm still young. There's still time.
Yeah.
I'm still young.
Not young. Yeah.
I'm still young. There's still time. I also thank God for him, because if it wasn't for him to say, I'm opening my door, let's try again. I tried, we tried, and River Deep Genesis came out of it. And now I can stand tall to say I have a single of my own, Abati River Deep Genesis, and that was because of Ubaba Umkhulu Blondi Makhe.
Big shout out to Mkhulu Blondi Makhe.
Yes, thank him as well. And I believe the journey is still long. There's many more songs, and
Definitely.
yeah, it's not the end. It's the beginning of a longer and bigger chapter.
Beginning and the words of what chapter?
It's the beginning of a longer and bigger
beginning.
chapter.
Danko, I definitely know you can handle an instrument. Tell me.
Yeah. No.
Wait.
Oh, kusekindazayo.
It was very sarcastic of me. You can handle an instrument. I'm going to your dating zone right now.
Is that where we are now?
Yes, that's where we are
Okay.
right now. Yeah. Speaking of handling instruments, are you single? What's going on? Can the niggas shoot their shots?
Niggas can't shoot their shot. Gates are closed, niggas. I'm not single, but I'm not married either.
Yes.
But I'm in a very serious, committed relationship.
Yes.
And happily committed with my partner.
Vali.
Avaleki lamasango. Yes. Yebo kunjalo. Kade sondweni yebo kunjalo. Bathi yebo kunjalo chomi. Gqibeleni nesondweni. Funeka uyocheka chomi. Bathi yebo kunjalo.
So, sisters, uthathiwe bafethu, you heard it right here in the shack. So check out her beautiful music. Inkosi Yamanzi, Sintu, River Deep Genesis. It's out there, it's available. If you need the link, I'll drop it on the description of the video. At the same time, I'm gonna throw it off to my nigga, DJ Iago. DJ Iago, what's going on in the world of sports, my nigga?
Khonil.
Ngaze ngakhohlwa nokuthi ngifavor ini.
Kunjena kuzo zonke inhlanga chomi, akwehlanga lungehlanga.
Ufavor ntoni?
Pirates iyawina Pirates.
Awu, no, no.
I favor the winning team.
Yeah. Ntwana yami ungabi biased. Ngicela ube out nje eGrand. Ngiyazi ukuthi ukhosi ufana nami ntwana yami. Tell us what happened this week and then in the world of sports.
In terms of sport, I had a horror day. In one day, two of my teams lost. Like, in one day, Man City, Babat, Chelsea, there's a Panazi, a chef, a cotton cam, or ringing var. That's all the women I can. And the third part, it's just my liwa. I was very geek. Yala. The stage is slime, it's green.
Slime,
coffee, what I mean the coffee like the coffee, it's crazy. I remember
that. Every time you go, Chiefs. Dog, like you had an
So anything that stood out for you in the game?
In terms of anything.
Machense move, machense msindo niyazwakala ngayi.
Chiefs ne Mamelodi, what I can say, Mamelodi shy school, like it was a
in game ne.
Bashayile, angikhala nga referee angikhala nga next. Ona abadliwe straight.
Sharp. Danko. EJ Ngizongithi EJ beyangena phela siphuza amanzi bafethu. We out here chilling in the shack. Do subscribe bafethu on YouTube. Just search in the shack podcast nje kanjalo izosivelela. DJ iyako njayami. Song of the week. Usiphatheleni this week jam?
Dog, ngitshela ukuthi this time mfana njengoba festival kanje ngiselfish. Izami kuphela ingoma ngizobhizizi. Ngikhipha ingoma bathi new era. I was about to drop the track, but now sozochintshana negama. Sozochintshana negama. Ngicabanga sozokhuluma la. Sozokhuluma sochintshana negama.
Ukhokhe.
Fuck ungangena bazawunto YouTube.
It was abantu abasingenwa.
Yeah, so now sengibebeka kanje. We dropping a song. I don't know if it's going to be a song or an EP. Sazoyilungisa. So we previewing our track today. Mina no Sisi. It's called New Era. We're not featured.
DJ Iago is not a feature, bafethu. It's DJ Iago
It's a
with
collab.
Sintu Ndzube, bafethu. Check it out. She's a dope saxophonist, an international one, if you ask me.
Yeah.
We're still out here. Because it try you, bafethu, but Kosi for life.
Kosi for life.
Yamundi babu kona.
Kosi for life.
Skala sonke. Are you into sports?
No. That's why I favor the winning team.
Which is Ipagania. Which is Ipagania in your own take?
So far.
Yeah.
Until they start losing.
Season.
Until they start losing then.
Oh, you championship.
Eh.
Oh, no.
That's dope.
So, that is not your thing.
No. I'm not a...
What are we working on now? What can the people look forward to? What's your project? What's your plan? Since Argentina as your friends.
To be honest, I was not working on anything. Me, I'm a music teacher full time. I teach foundation phase music.
Foundation phase music, which means ufundisa abantwana
abantwana from grade 000 to grade 3 at Boot Hill College.
What?
Boot Hill College. Yes, very strong.
Curo level. What's the level, Buffet?
So I'm a teacher. I did not have plans for my project until I got called here. So I thought maybe it's a sign for me to do something. So maybe after today, maybe I am encouraged to try again. Maybe today was just to say it's not over till God says it's over.
Yeah.
Definitely.
As a matter of fact, it's never over. When it comes to you, if there's anything that I should do to make sure that you proceed with what you want to do, let me know. There's no way where you can be in a position to feel like you want to throw in the towel. I saw you probably 2012, 2013, 2014, around those years, I'm not sure. But I kept your memory because I knew what you, like, something special to a point which I followed you until this day. When I had a platform like this one, I was able to say, and I was actually about to ask you, why did you actually want to come? But Song Pendil. Because it's one of the questions that I wanted to ask you. What made you want to come to this platform? Because as Aziwa, we are fairly new. What made you pull through? But you don't have to answer that anymore because, yeah, it is.
I answered it.
Yeah. So now tell me. I want you to complete the sentence.
Oh.
I hate it when niggas bese uyasho ukuthi do 1 2 3.
In what context now?
In any you create your own context. I hate it
I
when
hate
men
when men don't keep their word.
I hate it when men don't keep their word. I look for blank in a man.
I look for loyalty in a man.
You look for loyalty. My favorite position in life is
Comfort.
comfort. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Peace.
Peace. Still tune in, Buffet, in the shake with your boy, Milk Supply. In matter of fact, it's not your boy, like no Milk Supply. You already know Buffet and Petum Kaya Wam or Sintu Ndzube. And I'm in there to again, Nigalami, Ipodi Deep, also known as OTJ Iago. We out here, Buffet, chilling the shake. Don't forget to subscribe at YouTube. Search for In the Shake podcasts. Siswam. If you were to have a superpower, nobody pina, what superpower would you have?
Okay. To be honest, I really don't have a superpower, but if I were to
If you
choose
were to
any
have-
miraculous, if I were to choose any miraculous thing that I could do that is beyond my physical something, I would create employment.
Crazy employment.
I don't know if Superman does that or if I have to be Superwoman
Superman just saves
or
people.
whatnot.
Yeah.
But I would create employment in this earth because life is expensive and it gets more expensive, and we make bad decisions due to unemployment. We go the wrong way due to frustration of unemployment. We do a lot of things that we would not want to do in our right mind, but because due to lack, we find ourselves doing. I don't know what that superhuman or what would do that,
Yeah.
but if I could be that,
Yeah, that's dope.
I would be
Create
that.
employment.
Yes.
That's dope.
Become president.
Zonke or SIMPHIWE. Choose the one. Choose one.
Zonke or SIMPSON
Zonke
or
SIMPHIWE.
SIMPSON.
SIMPHIWE. All right. If you were to be locked up in an island and you were to choose 3 albums to take with and listen to for the rest of your life there,
Rest of my life till the day I die.
which albums?
Yeah. This is not a fair question.
It's a question at the end of the day.
No, but when you listen to one song for more than 3 days, like
Which
you're
ones?
good.
It's
You
an
feel like
album.
it's a
It's an album.
Through
I
that.
can listen whenever. Taco Blue.
Yo, I
never get bored.
too. Okay. I would listen a lot to Spogazi.
Spogazi,
I'd listen to Tandiswa.
Thandiswa Mazwai.
Mazwai. I'd listen to... this question is not fair.
Shut that one.
It's not about being fair. It's a
that one.
question.
Okay. I'd also listen to Kirk Whalum.
Okay.
I love Kirk's music.
So
Like,
tell me,
it touches me.
the first thing you think of when you wake up is?
The first thing I think of
Yeah.
when I wake up,
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, you better have the guala. You have to pay.
I have to pay bills. Like I wake up at 2 a.m. thinking, oh shit, I owe.
That's dope. So tell me, Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon?
I'd never watched neither of those.
Neither of those.
I know about them, but I was never a fan.
You were never a fan.
Are you a fan of
Me, I'm a
cartoons,
pepper and I'm a peaceful girl. I'm a peaceful girl. I'm all about peace. Pepper and is the one in the million.
yo,
Oh yes,
you're taking me back, yo.
yes.
taking me
Teletubbies,
Yo, you're
hey,
taking me
Tinky
back,
Winky. Me, I'm
though?
there.
You're taking me back.
Lezo of a Dragon Balls again.
Okay.
I was so the evil.
So,
And they're for boys.
Yes.
in the current time now,
Babethathwa ama toilet bal disappear.
in the current time, who do you want to work with?
Yeah. Your questions are yeah. Who do I want to work with?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a tough one. Before they die, I really want to work with Benjamin Ndzube
Benjamin Ndzube.
before he crosses this world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to work with Brahu. He died
Brahu
before I could
Masekela,
get
yeah.
there. And because I realized that I can reach these places.
I actually have a question.
You understand?
And these people.
I could reach his people, so I can get to him. He passed on.
I actually have a question.
So
here
because I
Brahu.
still feel I can reach to Babu Benjamin, I love gospel music, undercover, because I feel like I served at Rhema for 8 years. I served in the worship team diligently for years. Guys, I feel like deep down undercover, I'm a worshiper.
Yeah.
Like, I know how to lead a person to Christ. I know how to play my solo that will touch a person.
Yeah. Must have.
Through my experience of worship, I learned that I don't need to be fancy to touch you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't need to brag about my playing for you to be moved.
Yeah.
I've learned that I can play a long note of C. Just to see middle C. This is the little middle C with saxophone. Ba-i-tone ihlangene. Ayisingiphazami. Like, this is my interview. Ukuba i-tone ihlangene. Like, look, and I've had an attest to this. I'm not saying this because I know myself as a player. Yeah. I say this because I've heard people say this about me. Sintu is not, wow, she's not technical. I'm not a technical player. I guess to make you happy. I play my heart. And whatever I play that comes from my heart, if you receive it, great. If you don't,
That's
you
also
don't.
cool, yeah.
So, at church, I play my heart. And what I was taught at church, discipline. At Rhema, Pastor Lyndon taught me, Sintu, this is where it's not about you. Don't now try to play fancy lines to promote your playing.
Yourself, yeah.
This is now a very fragile moment. You are now leading these people to Christ. As a worship leader, you play a very deep and an important role. You are not leading people to you. You are connecting people to their Savior. Yeah. So this is no time for you to get fancy about your lines and about showing people what you know. Be subtle.
Don't show off.
Be subtle.
Yeah.
And that also now taught me discipline. I know that when I worship, I humble myself. I play what is in my space. I play what will connect with my listener. I cannot make you, Lunga, you are trying to pray to your God, and then I disturb you in this fancy line, I have to be very careful of that as a worshiper. I need to make sure that you don't lose that connection.
Yeah.
That's what I was taught at Rhema before I left there. So that's what I left with from that church. When Pastor Rhema Colley left, as much as when he passed on recently, Pastor Ray. As much as I served in his church for 8 years, and as much as he's never met me, we've never spoken, the closest I've ever been to Pastor Ray was, thank you, God, worship team, God bless you. Yeah. That's it. I've never spoken to him till the day he passed on, but I served in his church, on his stage, for years.
Shout out.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I believe that there's a solo too that I touched, that I moved. Hence, they hire me for the gigs.
Yes.
Speaking of movements,
you know what I mean?
Tell me, which stage, whether bad or good, let me rephrase. Give me your worst moment, your worst stage performance, and your best stage performance. It could be a moment, it could be an experience of performing at a certain venue which you feel, okay, this venue was at the top for me, whether the performance was low or high, but this was fire.
Worst.
Yeah.
Oh, worst is a tough one. When I went to Limpopo for a gig and it never happened. I've not forgiven that guy. And things... Eh? I won't expose names.
Oh, okay.
But I went there and the show never happened.
Big whoop, the show.
Limpopo.
When was this?
A few weeks back.
Because we can look it up.
In fact, the guy called me today to say, are you available? And I said, I'm available after
Today
5.
Is in Vandaag.
Before I came to you.
Oh my God.
He called to say, he sent a message to say, are you available?
The nerve.
The nerve. And I'm like, no, I'm only available after 5. I have a commitment. Because I felt like, okay, whatever gig he has, first of all, he's unreliable, and he proved it. I traveled to Limpopo.
All the way from another province from here.
To do nothing. To not even have a place to sleep.
Deposit now,
Eh? Chomi, kubona lanto ovela umuntu athethe indaba yakhe umve. Ndithi ke mina okay, as much as you don't have what I want to charge and you don't have my deposit, first of all, I'm not leaving this place without petrol money.
Yeah.
So you are paying for my petrol. He sent the petrol money. He made sure I got there. Then when I got there, then I realized that everything else is up. Like I traveled. No, I won't tell you.
I remember this experience, Lunga. You don't
I
remember
got
the
there.
experience, dog.
Things went south. In every single way, they went south until that was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sigrand ukuthi angimblokanga.
Thank you.
But asikho grand ukuthi I could not cancel your interview to attend his story. I said to him, I have a commitment. If you want me today, call me after 5. Singathetha. Do you understand what the door is still open? But it's not fully open. He must still go to, I've got things in life. I don't depend on him.
Yeah.
And I made a commitment, first come, first serve.
First come, first serve.
First come, first serve. I spoke to you how long ago, and you've been wanting me how long? And like, I saw your message weeks later.
Yeah.
You sent me a message weeks, and then like, because I don't, like Facebook, if people must know, don't talk to me via Facebook. I won't. Chances are I will see your message
but
weeks later.
On who you is,
but in the born and I respond, and I'm like, no, this person is not worth dropping ulunga for. There are gigs where I would say, Chomi, hayi manje, imali ngathi yalalaza la, masithethe ngo next week. And I trust that person. Lona, it was not worth it. But anyway, that was the worst.
Yeah.
The best was via when I was working with, what's this? It's not Nkosi Yamanzi. What did I say? It was the other one where I worked with Babu Peter Mugwen.
Yeah.
I forgot the name now. But sasebenza nalababa Amatamara yo.
Okay. Amatamara. Yeah, I remember
I
that.
hated that song all my life, ne?
Yeah.
Like, okondazala nangizola la ngoma imbi. Like I didn't like it when I would hear it in the radio, like ndakhona ngicapke. Until I was in this man's space in studio. A baseline. Siyariyeza manje ngidlala nalo tata mamatama. How did I love that song? It changed my life. Like I love it. Ngaphela ndiyithanda Amatamara. Yeah.
I wanna cut you
I
short.
love that song.
I've got 2 more questions. Brenda Fassie or Miriam Makeba?
Miriam.
Are you sure? Miriam. Okay.
She's an old soul, dog.
I can play in Miriam's
She's an old soul.
Yeah.
Brenda Fassie is too pop for my
That's what
liking.
I'm saying. She's an old soul.
That's cool. Then we are out here, Bafetu, in the shack. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check her out on the socials at Sintu Ndzube on all the social media platforms. Is that correct? Yeah, but check her out. She's a musical genius. She doesn't only play the saxophone, she can play keys, she understands music, she can write music as well. She also has a project that's out, I keep fucking up the name, which is the
River Deep Genesis.
River Deep Genesis.
It's a single.
It's a single that's out right now. My friend, thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you
for being true to your word. Uzofika, uzofika. I appreciate that. I've been a fan of you from the first time I saw you, and I'm still a fan. And if there's anything that I can do for you in future, don't ever throw in a towel without calling me. That's where the conversation is going. So thank you so much, Diabulela. It's an emotional thing for me because I've been a fan. Like I was captured like the first time when I saw you play, and I was so sure with this person this is the type of person that I would love to work with in future. And I've worked with a lot of people, but I've never called you until now, so that we can have this interview at least. Sazan and Peterana. Now we know that yeah. So that's another thing. So at least now maybe we can focus on the future. But the thing is, point that I'm trying to make with I've always looked up to you, and thank you for always working in a male-dominated space and doing the shit that you're doing. It's truly inspiring. Any closing comments from your side? We are out now.
Okay, briefly, thank you guys for calling me. I was always taught that no space is underrated. Respect your humble beginnings and trust where you're going. I'm here because my brother here, I came here to honor you actually because I see you as my brother. Like when I see Lunga, I see my brother. So I came here to no, let's support this. Whatever mission he's pushing, I'll support him. If he uses me to get there, I'll be used because I care for him in that sense. When I met him, we were in a struggle, a different space, but we were together. We got to know and love each other in that sense, and only to find out bigger. And all the best. All the best, even when I leave here after today. Makwande mjani. Makukhule kube Xhosa kubele. Siyabulela. And I just thank you guys for having me. I don't undermine this space. There's nothing that is too small, and there's nothing that is too little for God. I believe that everything is a space to where God is taking you. So this is, for me, a step upwards to where God is taking me. I don't know where He's taking me, but maybe through this platform, it's a step upwards. You understand? And I don't take it for granted because it's Semku Queen.
Yeah.
You understand? The shack could be the door. The shack could be the door to my destiny, and hence I'm here to say the shack could be the door to where I've been praying to be. Where I am now, I've prayed to be where I am. And God got me to where I am. So where I want to be, I must trust whatever God puts in my plate. My yesenzeka, it's a will. My ngenzeki, it's not a will. So yenzekile, which is God's will, which means it's a step to where I want to go. So I don't take this for granted. I don't take it small because I'm in a shack and I'm, yes. Happiness and joy. Thank you, my brother, for having me. I really, really respect your show, and I love what you're doing. I support you guys, and I've got your back. Makwande, guys,